It's clear the Davidians are more of a problem than we initially thought. We know they're in the neutral zone. Now we know they're on Drozana Station as well, and according to Zamara, there have already been deaths there. In addition, she indicated that the lower levels of the station were a trouble spot. Those levels aren't used as part of the club there, and they haven't been maintained for years, and Ferengi are, of course, quite reticent to put any effort into maintenance that isn't absolutely necessary. That means we don't really know what's down there. Zamara's code should get you access. Take a lift down and check it out. Previous Starfleet encounters with Davidians have indicated that they will create nests around the temporal portals they use, so keep an eye out for anomalies. If we find the portal, we'll know where and when the Davidians are feeding. Oh, and I expect it to be messy down there. Don't forget to take an emergency beacon.
Devrel says that she's reading temporal fluctuations and triolic energy in these levels of the station. She says staying down here for too long could be hazardous. She says the interference may also make it difficult to contact our ship or get a transporter lock if we need an emergency beam out. Well, fortunately, our contact, Franklin Drake, thought of that, which is why he suggested the emergency beacon. She says we need to reach the maintenance lift and take that down to the computer core. Understood. And keep your weapons ready. If this place isn't well maintained, they've no doubt got a few infestations down here that we'll have to deal with. All phasers set to stun. If there is wildlife down here, we don't want to damage them. Knowing the Ferengis, it may be rare species that they've been trafficking that have escaped. Right, that's the lack of light taken care of. Let's get this door open and let's get this over with. I already don't like the sounds down here. That's a trialic wave shift, no Davidians though. Weapons ready. Devrel says that she expects that we'll see more as we approach the area with the greatest concentration of trialic energy. She says she's also picking up some indeterminate readings from behind the door to our left. She says, however, the interference from the trialic waves are making it hard to get an accurate scan at a distance. Understood, perhaps it's their portal that we're looking for. If we can get it over with in the top level, then well, that'll be nice. Although with our luck, it's probably something else entirely. Good God, that's a body! Davidians! Gone. By the looks of things, this is its victim. A Ferengi. Devrel says that the Ferengi suffered from trialic radiation poisoning. She says it seems he's been here for a while. Even the Davidians couldn't use his neural energy. She says it's still dangerous to be too close to their nest. There's nothing we can do for him now. She says once we get out of here, we can notify the station security. Understood. Let's get down to the nest and hope that we don't run into any active Davidians. With me. Trialic wave shift? Nothing. Trialic wave shift, another one. Still no Davidians. I've only seen the one. And I'm examining the door. Nessie says that it looks like the door is stuck. I could have told you that, Lieutenant. She says we'll have to find another way round. The hell was that? One of the side maintenance passages should be an alternative route. Thank you, Lieutenant. What the hell is going on? That's the wildlife we were talking about. Cartel and cave spider. It's been a while since I've had to meet those. Can't say I missed them. Right, here's the door that the Lieutenant was talking about. Weapons. It's clear. keep moving. Davidian! It's only there for a moment. Davidian! Where is he going? Follow him. Oh Christ, more spiders. Fire! Good work. Where did that Davidian go? Our sightings of Davidians have been increasing. I think we're getting closer. Cool, let's get ready with that synchronic distortion rifle. I'd say we'll be needing it soon. Down. Down is good. That is where we're going. Davidians, Colas. They're not disappearing. Open fire! That's the synchronic distortion rifle that took that Davidian out in a single shot. Colas says that the Davidians are definitely getting more aggressive. She says they could have a lair somewhere in the lower levels. If they do, they'll become increasingly more violent as we get closer to their territory. My thoughts precisely, Lieutenant. Good work with that synchronic distortion rifle. Glad we've got that. Tevral says that the rifle in question should have a significant effect against the Davidians. She says the proton beam mode will be especially effective while the Davidians are phase shifted. Indeed, remind me to thank the lieutenant we met on Case 7. He may very well have saved our lives. If the schematics I saw before I embarked on the mission are correct, I believe this might be a turbolift. Ah, it is. Lieutenant Nessie says that someone's put the lift on emergency lockdown. She says we'll have to override the lockdown code to access it. Understood, Lieutenant. Let's see if we can get on that. I think I saw a console to the left here. It should be able to connect. Nessie, I'll need your help here. I'm not much of an engineer. Accessing. She says that should do it. She wonders why someone would lock down the lift in the first place. Perhaps it is a mistake or a malfunction. As Tevral stated, the systems on the station are over a century old. Right, we've reached a floor. Oh, this isn't the core level. There's nothing here. Nessie says it appears the lift is stuck. She says we're somewhere on the maintenance level for environmental controls and waste recycling. She says we'll need to track down the damaged junctions on this floor and repair them, or bypass them before we can take the lift to the computer core level. Understood. If we get trapped here, we'll have to activate the emergency beacon. It'll take at least a few hours for the Temeraire team to cut through to us. Let's hope they don't have to. Examining door. As he says, someone's locked the door with an encryption key. She says it looks like the key itself is a kiloquad long. She says if we don't find that key, we could be stuck here a long time. Who's doing this? Even if my theory about the turbolift being stuck by accident was true, an accident wouldn't create a kiloquad long encryption key. Temeraire could use some assistance accessing our own computer core, decoding a kiloquad encryption key. Damn it, it's distorted the signals. It's breaking up. Tevral says there's too much interference. It looks like we're on our own. Damn. Oh. Ah. Never mind. Alright, let's be ready this time. Run! Run or attack! Carla says the door locked behind it. We are locked in here, but we're certainly in a better position than we were behind the door. Let's see if we can find that nest and hopefully find a way to get out of here. There's a pad over there.
Log entry supplemental. The strange power fluctuations aren't related to the problems in the power subsystems on the upper decks. So I'm looking into the possibility of feedback damage or spikes in the environmental systems. It could take some time to find the problem and make repairs, though. Particularly if I need to use the replicators to create replacement components. Balan is loath to allow use of the replicators for anything more than blood wine and Gramillion sand peas. I mean, this is dirty, uncomfortable, and thoroughly disagreeable work. Naturally, as soon as the job involves mucking around in the recycled atmosphere and waste processing, I get the short straw.
Fascinating. If I had to guess, I'd say that was a log made by the Ferengo we found earlier. The dead one. Looks like it was sent down here and no one bothered to look for him. He did indeed seem to get the short straw. Now let's find this bloody encryption key and get that turbolift running again. Now there's a dead end. A good place for an ambush. Watch my back. I'm repairing the relay. Oh, Christ, Davidians! Collis, fire! Good work. Well, at least I was right about that being a good place for an ambush. Hell is this? Workstations of some kind. Probably from the days when this was a Federate. Never mind, fire! Christ! Bloody hell! Oh, God. Colors is right about them becoming more aggressive the further down we go. And I'm repairing the relay. Right. Two down, 2 to go. What the hell? Color says that the voice is coming from the communications console on the wall. I see it. Christ, there's someone down here. I'm accessing.
Hello? Is someone there?
Who is this?
Please, you have to help me. I came down here to check on one of the atmosphere regulators, and someone shot me.
Shot you? There's more people down here. Who was it?
I'm not sure. I didn't get a good look. He was so fast. Please, you have to find a way to open this door and get me out of here.
I intend to do so, don't worry. I'm activating the manual override. I need you to try to reach the release lever.
Oh, prophets, no! He's back! No! Ah!
No! Can you hear me? You still there? No? Damn! We need to get this door open. Christ, it's a Starfleet officer and engineer. Please still be alive. Terrell says multiple phaser burns and contusions. She's dead. She was murdered. She says the wounds are still warm. She was killed just a few seconds ago if we were just faster on that door. Damn. Curtis says that there are no exits or entrances in this room. Hold on. You're right. I don't see any doors anywhere. The hell? Could be hiding somewhere in here. Curtis says transporters are also offline. How could she been killed if she was alone in a locked room? That's a good question, Lieutenant. Right, the only thing I can think of is that whoever was here is somehow masking their life signs and is still hiding somewhere in this room. Just keep an eye out.
Log entry supplemental. I've upgraded a few of the components on this level, including remote overrides for bleed valves on environment controls, hollow emitters to expedite further repairs, and security overrides in case of emergency. I'm starting to suspect that the low-level radiation I've detected on these decks has affected the station inhabitants, and that some are showing signs of transient acute schizophrenia and paranoia. I'll have to maintain contact silence for now, so that they don't interfere while I'm trying to repair the systems. Once I've corrected the problems causing the radiation leaks, we can deal with the symptoms. Log entry supplemental. My work here will take far longer than I originally anticipated. Fortunately, I've engaged a safety interlock on the maintenance lift, so no one will come down here without me knowing about it. I found several program errors that have purged the affected subroutines. The work is much easier now. Soon, everything will be under control.
So he's the one who shut down the bloody turbo lifts. He really isn't here. The hell? There isn't even a phaser here, so the possibility that she shot herself is... well, it's not even a possibility. No phasers at all, and we'd be able to detect that anyway. Rerouting this relay, maybe we can get that turbolift working again. Let's keep moving. Ah, for God, spiders! Hydraulic wave shift. But no Davidians.
Barney, I see. Barney, what will you do?
What the hell was that? The hell was that? It sounded like it is transmitted. Where is that coming from? Right, run! The hell was that? Let's continue cautiously. Another plasma leak. Run! Because unfortunately when we're running we can't keep our guard up, but we have to from that plasma leak. I found the last relay. Cover me. Whoever that was, is, I'm guessing, the person who murdered that Bajoran. And also there's another good place for an ambush by the Davidians. If the person, whoever is here, is probably also suffering the effects of paranoia and schizophrenia, they'll be especially dangerous. I'm activating the backup relay. Relay active. Turbolift should be back online. Now we just need the hell, fire! Hell? Where did he go? I didn't see him run, but I might have blinked at the wrong... What the hell? Where the hell did he go? Let's get back to the turbolift and get the hell out of here. We gotta get security teams down here to find him and arrest him. We're not particularly well equipped for that task at the moment. Hell... let's just complete our mission and get the hell out of here. Off this deck at least, and then seal it off. Seal him in here. On my command, now.
Barney, dress I red. Barney, soon you'll be dead.
This guy really is insane. Alright, remember to check your corners. I see him! Set phasers to maximum stun!
They sent you, didn't they? My little Bonniekin? To halt my work, to change my program. You'll not survive to perform such trixies. Oh no, my pretty Bonniekin.
Come, let's focus on the Davidians, we'll stun him! Right, he's gone. Target the Davidians. There. Fire! Right, that's the last of the Davidians. But I think I may have found the answer to the question of who the hell that guy was and how he's been disappearing. I believe that he's a holodeck program. Then in the engineering log, the engineer mentioned that they upgraded some of the holodeck systems down here, some of the holo emitters to assist with repairs. He must have been a program that malfunctioned, and obviously safety protocols are offline. Devrel says that it looks like the encryption key for the door might correspond to a subroutine embedded in the hologram's mobile emitter. She says we should be able to use it to open the door. Devrel says that mobile emitters are still rare outside of Starfleet, and the staff here must have spent quite a lot of latinum to obtain one. Devrel says that it's logical to deduce that Milan is selling slightly more than drinks and Darbo. I tend to agree, Commander. In fact, knowing the Ferengi, I'd be surprised if he wasn't doing something else on the side. Utilizing encryption key, and it worked like a charm. Well, at least we're not trapped down here. Let's get down to the lower levels and finish this bloody mission. Right, this looks like the right place. Nessie says that this is it. We've made it to the computer core level. She says that on this station, the core itself is down a long ramp area, past some regulator rooms. She said we should head there as quickly as possible. I would tend to agree, Lieutenant. All of you with me. Colors, be ready with that proton rifle. If they are getting more aggressive the closer we get, then they'll get a hell of a lot more aggressive now that we're here. Tronic wave shift. Davidian's colors, open fire. Oh, they're flanking us. Right, I'm opening the door. Nessie says that should do it. We need to double back and secure the door that we saw earlier in the hallway. Understood, Lieutenant? All of you with me. The hell? It's another body. That's a Starfleet uniform, but it's a Starfleet uniform from the 23rd century. And well, it would make sense, because the station used to be a 23rd century Starfleet installation, but it's been over 100 years. There wouldn't be much left of the body. What the hell is it doing with skin and flesh, and it's not even rotting? There's no stasis field to speak of. What the hell? There's more. Devrel says that the person is from the 23rd century. She says the Davidians must be bringing their victims through time, like they were when they were last encountered by the Enterprise D. She says we have to stop them before they're responsible for any other deaths. They could disrupt the timeline, the same concern that Jean-Luc Picard's crew had when they encountered them. Looks like they're feeding in both the 23rd century and our own. Bloody hell, ambush! Go, let's fire! Belay that order, they're still out of phase. Either they're suddenly more intimidated by us than they were the entire time coming down here, or they're checking up on our progress and planning an ambush further down. I think you can guess which one I think is more likely. Curlis says that if he recalls the details of this sort of station correctly, the computer core usually has intrusion countermeasures, defenses to prevent enemies from stealing or sabotaging critical computer elements. He says, perhaps, with my tactical experience, and of course his own, we could reactivate those defenses to assist in fighting the Davidian incursion. That's an excellent idea, Lieutenant. Right then. Devrel says that it looks like a field control station for the lower levels of the station. She says we could set up the field systems here so we can activate them from the computer core area to counteract the Davidians' phasing abilities. That would push them out of sync with our universe. Another excellent idea, Commander. Regulating. Well, Christ, case spiders! I generally don't have a problem with spiders, but when they're this bloody large. Those things could probably eat my hand whole. Davidians? They're not interacting with us, and they're back out of phase. They're going to the computer core. More bodies and more Davidians. Fire! God, they're feeding off of the bodies. Hell? The room's not clear. Room's not clear. Carl, let's keep firing. God, this is the biggest one I've seen yet. Carl, let's concentrate fire. Oh God, they're focused on me now. Never mind. Christ. Christ! Bloody hell. Right. I believe that is the ambush I was talking about earlier. And this is the computer core, which means that their portal must be nearby. That's a science officer. Oh, I see something. All of you with me. There it is. Devrel says that the Davidians' time portal heads back to the 23rd century. She says there's no telling how much trouble the Davidians may be causing in the past, where the technology to detect them just doesn't exist yet. She says that once we get some tricorder readings on the portal, we should take them back to Deep Space K7. She says their computing systems are far more extensive than the ones we have on the Odyssey. She says they might be able to find a way to shut down the portal. Agreed, Commander, that's a good idea. Let's get those tricorder readings and get back to K7 and, more importantly, the hell out of here. Scanning. Devrel says that the distortion from the portal is intense here, and it's difficult to process all of this information. We should at least be able to compensate enough to beam out, however. That's the one bright side to the situation here. USS Odyssey, this is Captain Blue Ninja. I think we're done here. Set a course for K7, maximum warp as soon as we're aboard. Energize. Captain Calhoun, good to see you. I'll just be using this console for a moment. I hope you don't mind. Preliminary analysis. Temporal incursion consistent with Davidian time portal technology. Approximate linked date. Stardate 2715.6. Earth standard. The year 2265. Computer, from this analysis, can you determine if the portal can be safely closed or used? Portal suffers from instability due to quantum particle entanglement with phase-shifted particles. Portal can be enlarged or accessed with modulated directed energy when phase-shifted entangled matter reaches a critical point. I think I could do that with a phaser, actually, a hand phaser. Right, that's a message from the Odyssey. Devrel says that this means that when the trialic energy surges peak, we could remodulate an energy weapon, such as even a hand phaser, like I said, to use the portal and travel back in time. She said we could stop the Davidians at the source, and have the added benefit of experiencing history firsthand, which of course isn't why I'm doing it. I would never.